It's important to understand the way resources are organized in the Google Cloud Platform. In the Google Cloud, resources are organized hierarchically, and so we say that our resources are in a hierarchy. It serves two purposes. Firstly, it establishes a hierarchy of ownership that links the life cycle of a resource to that of its immediate parent. And secondly, it provides attach points for organization policies, access control, and inheritance. Looking at it in a tabular form makes a bit more sense. The structure of Google's cloud resources are similar to that of a conventional operating system's file system, so you can compare it to the way you would store files and folders on your own personal computer. The organization at the top of the hierarchy does not have a parent. This is the root node. As a result, the organization can see and manage all of its resources from a single location. Folders offer an additional organization strategy. You need to have an organizational resource before you can use folders. Projects and resource folders are all mapped under the organization. Within folders, you will find projects. Projects are the logical means of grouping up resources, and so within a project, you can group up a bunch of resources together that are all towards the scope of that one project. All projects have a folder as a parent. At the very bottom level comes the resources themselves. So the fundamental building blocks of all cloud services are the resources themselves. Every resource has a single parent. You can specify the parent resource's configuration policies and access control rules. The child resources inherit the parent resource's settings for policies, identification, and access management. As a general overview, environment-oriented hierarchy separates production, quality assurance, and development through its design. An illustration of an environment-oriented hierarchy can be seen in this diagram. Now we will have a detailed discussion on the structure of environment-oriented hierarchy, starting from the organization. You have one organization that maintains one folder for each environment in an environment-oriented structure. Moving on to the next level of the hierarchy is folders. Production, quality assurance, and development are the different environments within a folder. Within folders, you will find projects. No two folders will hold the same project. You have two apps in this example, My Application 1 and 2. Now, both of these applications have multiple instances deployed in each environment. Because it only has 3 layers, this hierarchy is easy to create, but it can present problems if you need to deploy services that are shared by several environments. So what is a function-oriented hierarchy? A framework used to organize employees is called a functional organizational structure. They're divided into groups according to their unique expertise and skills. An illustration of a function-oriented hierarchy can be seen in the diagram like so. Let's have a detailed discussion on this structure of a function-oriented hierarchy within GCP. Starting from the organization, there is one organization with a folder for each business function. The various business functions in this hierarchy include management, information technology, and applications. Inside the folders defined by function, you will find folders for the environments. Multiple environment folders can be present in each business function folder. Inside those environment folders, you will find projects. In the projects, you will see My Application along with shared services like Jira and the website, which can be deployed in several instances. Due to the same environment separation and the ability to deploy shared services, this solution is more flexible than environment-oriented hierarchies. On the other hand, a function-oriented hierarchy doesn't differentiate access by business unit, such as retail or finance, and therefore is more difficult to administer than an environment-oriented hierarchy. When it comes to granular-access-oriented hierarchies, they run a bit deeper in terms of the total inheritance and layers. This is a detailed illustration of granular-access-oriented hierarchy. Let's move on and have a detailed discussion on this. In a hierarchy that is focused on granular access, each business unit, such as retail or finance, has its own folder within one single organization. Within each of the division folders, you will find separate folders that are divided based on business function. Within those function-specific folders, you will have environment folders, and one folder per environment can be contained in each business function folder. There are numerous business divisions, functions, and settings inside this hierarchy. The applications MyApp1 and MyApp2, as well as the shared service NetHost, can be deployed in numerous instances. This may be the most adaptable and extendable solution hierarchy. However, managing the structure, responsibilities, and permissions requires more time and work. Because there are more projects than with the other options, the network topology may likewise be considerably more complicated.